Hello guys, welcome to another blog tutorial from Kitamiko. In this opportunity, we're going to show you how to get a template already done to send for Initiative Musik funding in Germany. So as you guys are already in the city, Berlin or anywhere in Germany, you guys know that Initiative Musik, it's a funding agent that what they do is like they give you basically money for you doing your um, music career. But the important thing about this is like they don't fully fund the full project, but they will actually fund a partial part of it, and that's where the complications come because you need to actually create a financial plan with many Excel tabs and things that are in German and numbers that you need to add up and sum and multiply, and this is what we are here for. So as I was saying, on our blog, what you're gonna find is like on this button, you can actually download that link and apply before the July 12th date, which is the deadline for applying. And the only thing you need to do is like download a file. You can actually read our blog in which we translate all this information about it. Plus, we also did frequently asked questions about this program and how our template was created and on which conditions. So remember that if you want to apply for this, the deadline is on the 12th. If you have some extra questions, you can actually book a meeting with us and we'll solve these in 20-minute sessions. So let's go back to the template and how is it going to be. So before you should know that on Initiative Music on the calendar section, what we're going to be applying is for the artist funding 762 round. So you definitely have to click here, and then what's going to happen is there's a program description that we already detailed on our blog, but the most important thing is that when you go to the application, you are going to have to create your own account, make sure that the cookies are ready, and then you're going to go to a portal to upload the documents. Okay, so going back to the document that I was mentioning, when you guys actually reach this part, which is going to be the main funding of Hiromiko. Okay, so what you guys see is like we left the start tab and the finance plan tab already in German, so don't touch this file, but the one that we're going to be working on is the translation in English. So as you guys can see here, it's like we left a whole bunch of red cells throughout the document. Okay, and I'm going to explain one by one what they are so you can actually use them for your own purpose in case our model doesn't serve you. And our model is based on one imaginary singer-songwriter who is hiring three musicians to actually get a total funding of 13,473 euros, in which they need to actually put some other money on top, which is 9,710. But this is created for production, for promo marketing, and for tour concerts. So you guys will see through this document that the first thing to do is to go to file, okay, and make a copy. So you guys can actually copy this to your own Google Drive. Now, project number and the project name, it's something that you will get it from once you log in the portal. Now, the start of the project and the end of the project, it's another date that you will add on the portal, but you're going to have to work within 1 year starting from September. Now, these values are going to be changing all the time. The most important thing is like for Initiative Music, you should always have some money that you will put from your own pocket. So they will finance a regressive percentage going from 40 to 60%, and the minimum funding that they will go to it's 6,000 euros, and that involves a fully funded 10,000 euro project, which means that you are going to have to put 4,000, they will put 6,000 to you. What we've done to simplify things was to actually calculate three stages of a musician, and we added the values that we scouted on how much would that be. So let's split these sections into productions, promo marketing, and tour concerts. So you know what you can modify on your own. So on the production side, if you guys actually check on all these items, these are the typical production cost, gamma, uh, photo creation, etc. And we've been actually changing these on this red quantities. So on the next cell next to these red ones, you are going to have some calculations that's coming obviously from these values that sometimes are put by us because we scouted on different service providers, and we know how much are the services going to cost, and this is the quantity. So in some cases we establish like how much are we paying per track on mastering, how much on rental and mixing, how much are we paying external musicians. It, already Initiative Music have the money that they suggest a maximum per day. So here we assign that we hire like 3 musicians for 4 days. The same with the producer, the sound engineer, and also different costs that you could add or remove. In some cases, we just remove them, like master tapes. Then the GEMA, you probably have to pay like some fee to actually be part of the GEMA, and then the artwork as well as a photo shoot. These are values that they could also be changed, and you can actually change them from here. Be sure that you are always on the budget side and not on the finance plan yet. Okay, so the one you should be working on is the budget. Now, obviously, there are many other things that you can add or remove, or you can even change for your own project, like the number of musicians or the studio rental or the studio mixing according to the cost that you usually work on. So that's for the production part. So what I'm going to do is like the calculation of all this, which is coming from this number, and it's the sum of all these columns of production, it will be represented there. So let me escape out, and I'm going to collapse this production uh, tab. So here on the promo and marketing, this is how we calculate it. We added promotional radio. You guys can actually go for the STEM Music, Oral, or Noel from Indie Republic. They are actually doing some different services. They have a fixed price on how they do promotion online, how they do promotional radio, and how they do online marketing, especially on YouTube. And then some other press release, biography that other providers mention the cost, and then the print production cost of CDs, and also video production cost, maybe 2 videos for 1,500 each, with a freelancer filmmaker and editor. That's something you guys come up with. So all these costs could be 5,500. Now, let me go back, sorry, we collapse the production, then we collapse the promotion and the marketing, and then on the other hand, what we added was the tour. So on the tour, we use our already tour calculator that actually it's a Kilometer costing tour. You guys should check it out on the next blog. But basically what it does is that it calculates on a series of cities that could be like anywhere in the world. But for this purpose of this funding, we are gonna keep it on um, cities in Berlin and near cities in Germany. So we calculate all the kilometers, how much money you're going to be paying the musicians, the food, the lodging, and as well as the gas, the type of car, the fuel economy, etc. And then we also create a final report. So you guys can actually book a date for that, and we can actually create it for you. Now, on the financial plan or on the budget section, we're gonna have to go one by one, but it's pretty much very similar. Where you have to change, like the number, it's what they call sometimes quantity, but we explain here what are we calculating, how is it calculated, so you guys can actually tell which numbers to change in case you need to change something from this. Now, there are some other costs, like maybe you have a tour manager and you can add it to the sum. So make sure that you put like the quantity, the payment that you're going to do per day, and the number of days that this person is going to be working for you, and it will automatically calculate on the column G. Same with rehearsing. So as you can tell, like a full tour with 3 musicians and a car going all around Germany will cost you about 1,442. Now, the cool thing about this is like you have to ask for a minimum amount of money, which is 10,000. So you can actually delete some of them, or at least put them to zero, to actually make sure that you reach the 10,000 threshold that Initiative Music is actually asking for. So if you say, if you delete this and that, then you're only going to have to add something on the production, but you're going to only have to add something like 4,000 euros, and they will put 6,000 or something on top. Okay, so I'm going to go back here, and I'm going to explain something else that it's really useful for you guys. So make sure that every time you're working on this file, you are on the budget tab. Okay, now The one that you need to present to Initiative Music is the finance plan. Okay, so the finance plan is going to bring all this information that I mentioned before, like this, all this cost. As you can see, it's coming from somewhere else in the budget sheet. So don't touch this sheet, just touch the budget one where you need to actually change a cost, because it will automatically calculate and it will put this number back to the finance plan tab. Okay, so all this information is going to be exactly the same, but the difference is, like, obviously it is in German, so you need to apply in German. Now, if you are going to present this, you can definitely present it with the finance plan and all as it is now, so you have like a guide in English. But just make sure that the numbers are well copied and you didn't do any mistake when um, applying. So make sure that everything is clean and neat and nothing was deleted. Okay. So the way that you're gonna do the application, it's like through the Initiative Music portal. So you need to create a login, and after that, you're gonna go to a page that explains how to upload the documents and the characteristics of the funding. So I hope you guys actually use this document and it will be like helpful for you. I'm really looking forward to actually get your feedback and get you guys funding and actually do the stuff that you guys want to create for your music. So in any case, and all the other information, it's on the funding template. It's how to use on this blog. We wrote everything in English so you guys can actually understand what are you applying for and what's the money that you need to put if obviously, because the type of funding percentage that they do, it changes regressively. So they start with 60% funding and then they end up to 40% of the funding for projects who are up to 50,000 euros. But in your case, maybe you can actually go like modular and only do a promotion or only do an EP or only do a tour. So in this case, you can actually definitely like download this one from here, download and apply, and you can use our sheet, or you can perfectly, if you need something more specific, you can book a call with us on the same page, and we're happy to assist you on a 20 minutes call. So make sure that you check out the Initiative Music and start enjoying the funding lifestyle. Have a good day and see you guys soon. Bye bye. No.